Well, I guess Junior only one place to start really, and that's with the goal against Crawley in midweek. That's a special moment, isn't it? First league goal for the club.
No, honestly, man. First and foremost, I gotta give glory to the Lord, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without Him, without having, some inspirational people around the club, that wouldn't be possible. So it was just a brilliant moment for myself and for the team. As you can see the reaction from the boys as well. So yeah, I think they were more excited, but in my heart, I was over the moon.
I think probably the reaction is almost as nice a moment as when the goal goes in, isn't it?
Yeah, to be fair, and even the fans as well. The fans were brilliant. They've been supportive from day one since I've joined, and yeah. So it's just hearing how they reacted as well. It was goosebumps on my skin. So it was brilliant.
Tell us about the goal. Then is it one of those that you could sort of see opening up, and you're just thinking, give it me now.
No, to be fair, it's just obviously like what we work on in training, and obviously there's Dan got the ball, and then I made the run, Maka made the run, and then I was just praying that he gave it to me, and he gave it to me. So, and then I just had to be composed and obviously finish it off. So, yeah.
I mean, it goes without saying, really. It's been I'm sure, hugely frustrating time for you since you joined Notts County. But I guess the reward for patience and hard work and the right attitude.
Yeah, it has been tough, and it's one of them ones where you work hard, you put in trying to be patient or having to be patient, because obviously the boys are doing very well, and just hoping and waiting for when that time comes, and as I said, like the boys have been brilliant, supportive. So when that happens, and then you go on and you score, and just see how the boys celebrated as well with me, just makes it even more a beautiful moment.
Because you've had some injury worries and problems as well, of
Yeah.
course, since signing for the club. I just wonder how you sort of keep going through those tough times, because it has been a rough old few months for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And as I said, it's just my faith is one of the things that gets me through those tough times. And as I said, like it's been difficult because you come back in pre-season, and then you get knocked down, and then you come back and you're thinking, okay, now I can kick on, and then something else happen. So it's just about my faith has been one of the biggest thing that's just got me through everything. And listen, the fans, my teammates as well, the gaffer, the coaching staff, they've been brilliant as well. Just helping me like day to day. Like when there's those days when like you wanna be upset about something, they always just come with encouraging words and just say, look, it's okay, we're here to help you. So yeah.
Let's talk about the gaffer, shall we? Because I was talking to Luke Williams, and obviously, given what happened in midweek, your name came up,
Yeah.
and he was saying that he's probably one of those that you've been frustrated with as well, because when you are fit, he doesn't put you in the team. But the way to, I suppose, the right way to deal with that is to do what you've done, to have the right attitude, and then go out when you get your chance and take it like you did in midweek.
Yeah, I think that's any player. I think that's every player, to be fair. But listen, at the end of the day, the gaffer picks a team, and he knows best. So, and we all trust the gaffer's judgment. And to be honest, it's one of those ones where my focus is to just be ready to be called upon. Obviously, like you want to play every game. Every player should want to play every game. But listen, I understand the situation. Understand the circumstances. So it's just about being ready when called upon. For whether it be for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it may be, just be ready. So I understand. Like I've understood the whole situation, and I'm just backing my teammates in everything. So that's more it.
Yeah, it's great for the club, isn't it, when you've got a Macca Langstaff and you've got David McGoldrick and they're banging their goals in. Dan Crowley as well, of
Yeah.
course, getting loads of goals this season as well. But when you're trying to force your way into that,
Yeah.
that's that's kind of difficult.
No, of course.
That's difficult competition, isn't it?
No, of course. And as I said, like, the boys have been like top notch, you know, from the first day we came in pre-season until now, you know. So it's one of them ones where you just gotta be patient, gotta just keep working hard, you know, and just be ready to help them, because we all need each other at the end of the day. So, you know, that's just what it is.
FA Cup next, with a home tie against Shrewsbury coming up.
Yeah.
What about the FA Cup? I kind of talk to everybody who's involved in the FA Cup about this, whether or not it's still a special competition to play in.
Yeah, no, of course it is. It's, you know, the FA Cup. You know, it's a special cup where there's always upsets. You know, and I've had a few moments in the FA Cup that I really enjoyed. So just pray that I can have an effect or have an impact on the game on Friday. So yeah, but FA Cups are brilliant. You know, especially like we're playing against a League One side, so they gotta make sure that they're in the right frame of mind and the right mindset, and approach the game correct, because we're not no pushover. So yeah.
I was going to say a home tie for any club that's in a lower division than the team that's coming to them
Exactly.
is what they're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
And what about the kind of prize, if you like? I suppose that's the thing, isn't it, for clubs? For Shrewsbury as well, to be fair,
Yeah.
as well as not. But the prize of a third-round tie and what might happen when you get into that third-round draw, that's what's at stake, isn't it?
Yeah, but we haven't looked that far. We're just more focused on the game, you know, focused on Friday and our performances, and then everything else will take care of itself. We haven't looked ahead of what's next or what's to come. So we're just focused on Friday. We got Shrewsbury, and then go from there.
We'll wish you well in it.
Thank
Lovely
you.
to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Junior.
it, brother. Thank you.
Cheers.
Hi there, Junior. How are you, man?
How are you, brother? You okay?
Yeah, not bad. What did you make of your performance on the last night?
Performance-wise, I'm always harsh. I'm always hard on myself, and I always go back and nitpick. Sometimes it's probably not good to nitpick, but I go back to look on what could I have done better, and coming into the game, obviously the game. I always say, or a lot of the boys always say, it's hard coming on to a game where the intensity is so high, and both teams are, you know, we play quite similar, so it was difficult. It's hard to come in that game, but performance-wise, I thought I did okay. I thought I could have done better with my second chance. That's just me, you know. I should have done better, but as we have a thing on the training ground where I should have went with my left foot, but I went with my right. So it's just the fine margins. So yeah, but I think coming on, I had brought energy to the game, and yeah, so I thought I'd done well, to be fair.
And do you have in your mind how many rough performances that you have to put in coming off the bench to be able to get a sniff starting for the following game?
No, I don't think like that, because then when you think like that, then if that doesn't go according to how you was thinking it can just go wrong. So I just always, when I'm coming on, I just think about performance first, and everything else will come after. Because obviously I know what I'm doing. You know, I'm on a training ground, so we get instruct on what we're supposed to do, where I'm supposed to be if I'm playing up front. I know the slots, I know where I'm supposed to be, I know my positioning, I know what I'm doing. There's no grey areas there, and especially if I'm going on in the 8, I know what I'm doing. So my focus is not, oh, I'm gonna do this. I just know I'm coming on to help the team, whether it be bring energy, whether it be press someone, whether it be get the ball in the corner. I'm just ready, to be honest.
And obviously you've had your injury kind of problems. Do you find when you're on the sideline watching the matches, you're like, oh, just want to get stuck in. I want to start playing myself. How much of a relief is it to kind of be back? A good performance last game, and now obviously you're looking at Shrewsbury. So how relieved are you to kind of be back on the pitch?
Listen, it's not easy. It's not easy thing, you know, like watching from the stands, but because you might have a niggle or you might be injured, you know, and you know when you see a game, you always think, oh, I want to be there to help my teammates. You know, kind of feel like sometimes you're letting your teammates down, but it's not. you wanted to be injured or you chose to be injured. It's just what comes with the game and the territory of the game. But when you're watching, you just always want to help, and that's why everyone else now becomes different, where you help in different ways. So you have to find different ways to try and help. Where go into the change room, encourage the boys, and then but you're still hard because you always wanna go on the pitch and you always wanna think, I could have come on, or I could have helped the boys in the midfield, or could have helped the boys up front, or centre back or left back. So yeah, and it's just about being in the right frame of mind as well for myself, because obviously I know injury wise, it hasn't been easy, but I'm not focused on that. I'm focusing on what's to come and what's ahead.
And obviously you've got a good relationship with kind of the players that you're also fighting for a position against, like McGoldrick, Maka, Crowley. Do you find that although you are all in one unit, you're all pushing for the same goal as a collective? Do you find that there is that bit of competitiveness in training because you are kind of fighting for these same positions as you all want game time?
No, I wouldn't say I know I wouldn't say we're fighting. You know, at the end of the day, we all work into the same goals. You know, and at the end of the day, we all push each other because we all want the same results. The boys, the gaffer and the staff has a high standard. I think everyone around the club has a high standard. The gaffer has a high standard. With the staff, they all have a high standard, and we as the boys have that sort of standard as well. So I wouldn't say it's a fighting or we're fighting or this, that, the other. We just push each other in training. We work hard, and then, you know, when Saturday comes or Tuesday come and we get the 3 points, you know, that's the best feeling.
And lastly, coming up with this weekend, have you envisioned a little goal?
Listen, as I said, I'll be ready to come on, and wherever it may be, whether it be to start or whether to come on and just have an impact on the game. Pray that, you know, I get a chance where I can put it away. And yeah, so it'd be nice to get another goal, but yeah.
And lastly, would that feel special getting a goal, especially in kind of a really prestigious tournament like that? Is that like a little icing on the cake for you in your career?
No, because as I said, I've played in the FA Cup before, and I've scored in the FA Cup against a league side before, so I know what the FA Cup brings. You know, I just pray that we're in that to the next round, and that's more my focus.